Yeah.
That's why we get into the gate, and then we can be in uniform.
Yes, yeah,
So
I understand.
That's what. So it's another thing.
Yeah, I understand. But like, I could come here without a video camera and still not, if I had nefarious intent, and jot it all down. You know.
Yeah,
so again, if you're concerned because you live local and that, if you live that local that you're concerned, you're local enough to take public transport or cycle or, you know, take precautions around your personal vehicle coming into.
It's not the personal vehicle thing. It's just the fact.
All right, folks, buckle in, because today's footage, originally filmed and published by Power to the Proletariat, takes us straight outside a major police station, and things get interesting fast. The filmer is out here capturing shots of marked units, unmarked vehicles, and general activity around the building. This isn't a confrontation at first, but the tension builds slowly, especially when officers start noticing the camera and begin questioning what's going on. Then just wait. One officer eventually steps out for a conversation that becomes a surprisingly calm but revealing look at how police think about public filming, personal privacy, and their own safety. Stick around, because this interaction is full of subtle cues, officer concerns, and a few moments that reveal far more than you might expect.
Okay, so we're now here in Hitchen, which is Hertfordshire. Just arrived at Hitchen Police Station. Massive station. And doesn't even have a front counter, this one. I love this. Using the eyes to make it seem like somebody's watching you, when you know full well they're not. But yeah. We've got that grass just outside the police station there. Yeah, as you can see, it's closed. I've got a sign on the inside of the door. It's really difficult to make out because the door is highly reflective. So the nearest ones we got Hatfield, Hoddesdon, Stevenage and Watford. The nearest ones. I don't know where Hoddesdon is. I've not been to that one before, so I'll have a look at that one for after here. So you've got the Chief Inspector Hannah Treadwell and Inspector James Lant. Those are the inspectors here for North Herts. You know what they say? Everybody hurts sometimes. There was a couple of chaps at the window that watched me earlier. But they've stopped watching me now. No. No. So, the car park, we can't really see any marked vehicles. You can see one riot van right down the end there. That's about it, really. So that's a bit disappointing. I think you've got a police support vehicle through there. But that's pretty much all you can see here at Hitchen. Notice they've got a sign over there saying training course attendees are reminded to park off site. Obviously do a lot of training here.
Afternoon, sir.
Oh yeah.
Just wondering, because I know it's not you, it's got pressure. Did you see who's left that car there running?
Huh? Not that I can see.
Oh, cheers.
Oh, there it is.
Sorry, mate, why are you stood there? You wait?
No, I'm not waiting for anyone.
Can I help you?
No, I don't need any help, thank you.
Sorry, I thought you might be waiting for an appointment.
No, I'm all good. Cheers. All good. Huh? Chilling? What are you up to? Chilling? Good? we got one of the unmarked vehicles. Victor X-Ray 18 X-Ray Juliet Charlie.
Okay, here's where the energy shifts. Up until now, the filmer has been quietly checking out vehicles, watching comings and goings, and documenting the area. But this moment marks the first real engagement when an officer approaches to ask about the filming. What's interesting here is the tone. Instead of going in hot, the officer opens with a soft approach. Name, badge casual posture, and an explanation rather than a demand. That's textbook de-escalation. He raises 2 points officers worry about their personal vehicles being identified and victims potentially appearing on camera. Whether you agree or not, these are real considerations officers get briefed on. But here's your question. Do you think the officer handled this professionally, or should he have stayed out of it since filming in public is legal? Drop your take. This is a scenario that sparks big debate in accountability circles.
Hello, Jeff, how you doing?
Not too bad, yourself?
Yeah, good, thank you.
Good.
That's me, by the way. PC2298 Hamilton.
Hamilton,
Based here. Just asking, are you videoing cars as they come in?
Pardon?
Are you videoing cars as they come
Some
in?
of them, yeah.
Okay, can I just ask them why?
No. Well, you can ask, obviously. I can't
Thank
stop
you.
you from
You just-
asking,
yeah, that's
but no, not.
Okay. All I'd ask you to do is just appreciate there are personal cars.
Sure.
So I'll just ask it if it's going online or if you cover number plates, don't show faces. We also have victims coming in here as well.
Yeah.
So if we can just make sure we're not showing faces of people coming in and out, I'd really appreciate that.
I hear what you're saying. I'll take it on board.
Thank you. That's all I can really ask.
Oh, sorry. Hang on. Bear with me. Let me get this. Nice. That's a good one. That was.
Yeah,
I'll take
pure-
on
purely
board. I
for-
hear what you're saying. But
Yeah, because I mean, we do things like we try not to travel out inside in uniform just for our safety. Because obviously we all live and work around here. We don't want some people knowing where we live and work, especially our number plates.
Yeah.
And then, like I say, victims of certain crimes, they all come in here so we can look after them.
Yeah. Obviously, if somebody appears to be a victim or vulnerable person, obviously, I'll use it for my discretion and not.
I'd appreciate that because obviously we.
When it comes to your number plates and that, I'll make it clear to you, I'm not here to get your personal number plates. That's not my intention.
Okay.
If they're in the background of a shot, say for example, I was getting that shot then, that was a damn good shot. If you've got a personal, if you guys, it says something in the background.
That's fine.
of
Yeah,
that,
if you're.
it's in the background. It is what it is.
Okay.
If you're, and from the way I see it, if I were concerned about my safety going to work, like I said, if you live local,
Yeah.
you live local, so don't drive. Walk, cycle, take a bus.
So this is what. No, but this is what I'm saying.
You know what I
That's
mean?
why, but this is why we wouldn't wear our uniform. I wouldn't work around like this. Like this. So that's why when we travel in our personal cars.
Yeah.
That's why we get into the gate and then we can be in uniform.
Yes,
So
I understand.
That's what. So it's another thing.
Yeah, I understand. But like, I could come here without a video camera and still not, if I had nefarious intent, and jot it all down. So again, if you're concerned because you live local and that, if you live that local that you're concerned, you're local enough to take public transport or cycle or take precautions around your personal vehicle coming into.
It's not the personal vehicle thing. It's just the fact it's just going online. That's all we're worried about. So I've passed on what I think. You might not agree with it. That's fine.
Again, I think we disagree on some things there.
Yeah, no, that's fine.
But I hear what you're saying, and I'll take it on board.
Excellent, thank you. And like I said, the only other thing is like people who don't look like they're in the police. I'd really appreciate if you don't put any faces. And
like I said, my intention is not here to film everybody and publish everybody online.
Good.
I come here to get interesting footage. Okay. That shot will go online. Like I said, same with if there's somebody in the background that they happen to be in the background. That it is what it is.
Yep.
But I'm not going to stand here and film every person coming in and out with the intent of publishing everybody online. It's not my intent.
I've done my part. I've told you what I've asked you what I would like to ask you. So
That's
perfect. All right, thank you very much.
Take care.
Have a nice day.
And that brings this visit to a close. What's notable about this entire encounter is just how restrained and respectful the officer remained throughout. He voiced concerns, some valid, some arguable, but ultimately acknowledged the filmers' rights, didn't issue unlawful orders, and didn't escalate the situation into something bigger than it needed to be. The filmer, for his part, kept firm boundaries, explained his intentions, and demonstrated exactly how legal public recording is supposed to work: transparent, calm, and in open spaces. Encounters like this show the importance of mutual understanding, both the public knowing their rights and officers knowing their limits. If you found this breakdown as engaging as we did, hit that like button, drop a comment with your thoughts, and don't forget to subscribe for more real-life bodycam and accountability breakdowns.
Oh. Okay, so that wraps up that video here at Hitchen Police Station. Had a short interaction with one constable who came out and made a few requests. And obviously didn't confirm his request, just advised him that I told him I would take them under advisement, and that's it. Ooh, that's good timing. Come down there quite quick. And is the white car going to stop and tag in, or are they going to tailgate? No, they actually are going to stop, I looked at it. It's nice. Good to see. That blonde one down there, so she doesn't really want to come out until I've gone. But yeah, there we go, guys. That's been Hitchen Police Station, and I'll see you on the next one. Until then, stay safe, remember your rights, and as always, Tara.